applications from Barbadians for more than $60 million worth of savings bonds since June 1st. That's according to a senior central bank official who also says that everyone who recently purchased savings bonds will be able to collect their certificates by early next week. Brian Broom has more.
Senior Operations Officer Lynelle Franklin expressed regret to those who are still awaiting certificates. She said they had hoped to have the certificates printed and returned to commercial banks within 7 business days, but had not been able to meet that target. Meanwhile, Ms. Franklin said the response from the public since the relaunch of the program has been tremendous. She said it has caused the turnaround time for processing the applications and printing the certificates to be longer than anticipated. The senior operations officer, however, noted that some certificates had already been returned to the banks. She said they sent out the certificates for the first series a few weeks ago and have been working nights and weekends to complete printing of the second, third, and ongoing fourth series. Ms. Franklin also says they have put measures in place to ensure that going forward, they will not experience the same challenges again. Ryan Broom for the Business Report.
Well, Commerce Minister Donville Innes is getting some regional support for comments that he recently made for a review of the more developed and lesser developed country designations often used in trade matters in CARICOM. The more developed are referred to as MDCs, while the lesser developed are called LDCs. Minister Innes had expressed concern after some local companies said they were experiencing higher rates to land their goods in some of the LDCs in the region. Those countries were arguing that their lesser developed status meant they could impose higher rates upon so-called more developed states like Barbados. However, the president of the Caribbean Association of Industry and Commerce, Ramesh Duku, agrees with Minister Innes of Barbados. He believes that the LDC and MDC terms now need to be looked at again in the context of the economic challenges facing all Caribbean nations.
Perhaps we need to do what your minister is suggesting. Examine whether we need those demarcations. Because, you know, I can be a very big company and I can go and open a business in one of the LDCs and I can get benefits and export those products right across the Caribbean, compete with big businesses that started in an MDC, and it puts me at a huge advantage. So I have no problem with relooking of that. Of course, the private sector will always find a way. You design the regulatory framework and we will find a way to do well.
Well, here's how the stocks performed locally and regionally.